Okay, so let's get into Brits and its NFTs. A very exciting NFT project that I'll be putting out this year. A couple of things were brought to my attention as we move forward in the development phase, and that is that I need to really take some time to figure out, how we're going to do the investors for when people buy an NFT. They'll be able to also get revenue back from the piece, because I do know that in the NFT space and understanding, it was really brought to light even more so by a good friend of mine, Blockchain Queen, which you guys got to check her out, Queen with three threes as the E's. Yes, like, you really want to make sure, that you're not scaring away traditional collectors, or if that's your thing, because there are two sides to it, right? I have traditional collectors that I want to appeal to, people who are very private. Anyone, when you are selling in the NFT space, you want to make sure that you respect people's privacy, because like I said in another video, and I'm gonna start to say more often, is that these scams are real out here, okay? So it's like, they'll buy, like I've had someone buy my NFT before and they didn't want the physical copy because they, wanted to keep that private, understandably. So I want to keep that in mind, but I also want to keep it in mind for the non-traditional collectors who are just entering into the space and they also want something of value. I think that would really pique their interest. I know for me, it really would. So I think I'm going to make that a very private thing, and I'm going to come out with NFTs that are for everybody, and then come out with that later once the technology gets there. Because like I said, this is a long haul thing, like we in it, okay? And I'll come out with that when the technology gets there and it gets a little bit more common. And then that way you guys get to see it, go from pennies to much more than that. And that'll build the excitement around wanting a piece of the company. So the NFTs that are going to come out now are going to be ones that I've decided will be made on my iPhone. I'm going to make them on my iPhone. I really want it to be accessible to kids who, I know not every kid in the world has an iPhone, but for those that do, or for those that have a tablet, right? And I'm talking about like those that, I feel like those that have it, right, are privileged, but also could, really enter into the space of like tech, Web3, the NFT space, all of that. It's important to know. And I hope that one day a person who, especially with the gas fees, it's like, I want ultimately kids to be able to make NFTs themselves and see that they can do it on their phone and that it's no big deal. As the fact that Brits is an ice cream truck and my customers are the parents, but it's also the kids and they are the future. So they'll hear about these NFTs as they grow up, and I want them to feel comfortable entering into the space one day, seeing this journey and seeing themselves doing this for themselves, all to say. So I want to make it super simple, easy peasy. I thought about doing it on paper because I was like, okay, then anybody could do it. But to be honest, I need to also think about marketing as I would want for anyone else to do as well. Think about the full scheme of things. And marketing wise, I want it to, they ain't ready yet. All to say, I don't think that I think that for how I want it to be long term, and also the fact that these collectors, they do have to pay gas to get it off there. I'm gonna do it on my phone, and then what I'll do, another thing that I want to do is like work with or have a workshop or just have videos that they can watch where it talks them through how to make an NFT. There are so many things that I can do with it, but yes, that was another thing that I discovered for the development of Brits and its NFTs. So I literally went to Walmart today and I got these cute stylus. It's like stylist. I can't help but to put the T, stylus. Pencils. First of all, for my daughter, look at these. These are too freaking cute. They're pencils, but they are also stylish, right? Not real pencils, but pencil shaped style is just amazing, adorable. They had crayon ones too, but then I was like, I think she'll get upset if she sees that it's not an actual crayon, so we're gonna stick with the pencil one, right? Okay, next, anyways, these are mine. All to say, I just kind of want to show like easy peasy, and the marketing is really where it's at. And so I for the design, okay, let's get into that. I picture a girl, and at first I was like, I was just gonna get into this whole like, oh, I gotta figure out like what's a really cute drawing, and like let me go out and be inspired. And then I thought about it, I was like, it was these kind of characters that I used to draw when I first started drawing in elementary school, and they would have like these like straight up U-shaped faces, and like these big old like long eyes. And I was like, that's it. Like, I want to draw that kid with, and she had like a ponytail, honey. She was me. She had a ponytail, and like I want to kind of keep that character, that feel, and then it be a different ice cream cone in that person's hand every single time. And what would be really cool is, because I do want to have a production company where I have this show in mind, called Vagina Monologues, that I want to put out, and I also have another show. Gosh, the name is slipping, but I would like to put out one for this as well, where Brits, it becomes a TV show for kids to help promote the ice cream that I'll be selling, because like I said, it'll start locally, but whew, it's gonna go all out. And so that character in the NFT will also be a grand scheme of things, the main character in that show. But it won't be a character on the ice cream truck, which is really interesting, not to start off anyways. So yeah, and it'll start off as a YouTube show too, because I mean, look at Blippi, look at Coco Melon, like, come on, like, let's get into it. And so that's gonna be the start of it, and it's really cool because I have animations already made, like for Mommy Money Flakes, my last NFT, that became a short animation that we did for that with a very, very talented artist, Aisha. So yeah, she'll be working, I'm sure, if she'll have me, on this one for Brits. So animating the piece that I'll design. So yeah, I am excited. That is the update on Brits right now. And then the next video that you'll see on Brits will be of me buying the ice cream truck, or really shopping for it rather. Thanks to starting up the social media agency, I was able to work with a lot of amazing companies and clients, but also save up money for this next venture. And so we'll be buying an ice cream truck I most likely will buy it off of Alibaba, which is like, whew, y'all pray for me, because I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm really honestly nervous about it, but all the same, I'm gonna show the process of me shopping for it, because I do want it to have a nice clean look, and they have a lot of nice clean looking ice cream trucks on there, and it comes with like the design that you can put on there. And I saw one person, okay, on YouTube who bought something from there, and it came over here, and I think that's good enough. So yeah, hopefully all of the money doesn't go to waste, but yeah, we'll see. And I'm excited, and thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning into this journey. And if you are excited about Brits and its NFTs coming out, drop something in the comments below, so that way I can look out for you and maybe put you into the Facebook community, whether or not you want to buy the NFTs or not. But like, we can pull this community off of YouTube as well, because I would like to know who you are. But if you're a traditional collector, I guess, maybe not. I don't know, but just say hey, all to say. And thank you so much for your time. I hope that you have a great morning, noon, night, or day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.